Well, I think something is quite clear today is logistics is anymore an alternative asset class, and I think we won't go back to this alternative consideration. And that's very clear. And what has helped to this understanding of the market, it's clearly e-commerce, because e-commerce is putting logistics under the spotlight, and now people realize. Um, we always believed before e-commerce that it's clearly a strategic business, but e-commerce is bringing visibility on the sector, and now people realize. When people look also at track record, your track record, our track record, I mean, the retention rate for the tenants are great, occupancy are great, so there are really wrong ideas around the fact that tenant can leave the buildings when they want. Buildings are bad from a technical point of view 10 years after the development. All these things are wrong, in fact. So I believe that not really driven by a shift from retail to logistics, but driven by an understanding of the sector, all the investors are making the diagnostic that it's efficient in a portfolio allocation to have a logistics exposure. And I believe it's a change, and more or less all the investors are making this diagnostic today, the big ones, but also the smaller ones. And they look for global platform, because we also believe that in logistics, the bigger you are, the stronger you are.
Probably can't do a specific fund on urban logistics because you won't find the stock. I mean, that the scarcity of land is something which is a limitation to do that. But what you need to do, since we like particularly in Germany, the competition is quite strong at the moment, and everybody's chasing the few warehouses which are on the market. So you have to be expanding your scope in terms of not only looking at distribution centers, but you look at urban logistics sites, you're looking at urban industrial sites to see if that there can be used for logistics, but also for production, inner city production, which is now particularly smaller developers in Germany looking more at Gewerbeparks or Gewerbehöfe, which are like more smaller production facilities within the cities. And so I think the tendency will go away from the big shed development more to these kind of urban logistics, which at the moment are priced quite well, actually.
And do you think there'll gradually be a differentiation in terms of price, yield, in terms of the inner city and the larger big box logistics?
We believe that the what we call Unternehmensimmobilien, which are a bit more management intensive, they will at the moment they're probably undervalued, but they will catch up in terms of value because the locations are most often much better than the usual logistics side out of the city. So we believe that there's been a catch up and more investment into that arena, and we see it already. I mean, if we launch a fund or a product and we have the real estate secured, takes only a few months to raise a fund, which I mean. A couple of years ago, we needed 24 months to raise a fund. So it's the dynamics has changed quite a lot, and everybody's chasing product. And so I think you have to be a bit more flexible, and these urban logistics or urban industrials are a real alternative to the logistics investments. But you need to have a good asset manager. It's quite important.